there is a new tendency in right-wing media to point to the direction we are obviously going, which is not having more lockdowns, an easing of restrictions, a safer and more vaccinated populace, leading us to not have to treat, quite frankly, to treat COVID as an endemic situation as opposed to a pandemic situation, and things getting back to normal. And therefore, by predicting something that we are already on the trajectory for, and that the Biden administration is actually actively working towards as the purpose for the first year of their presidency, beyond all the other successes that they've had, by pointing to these things as if they're never coming or they weren't coming, and then suddenly going, aha, we've done it. We've talked them into doing what they didn't want to do. And, and now taking credit, basically, that it was the wailing and gnashing of teeth of the folks like Bannon and Gorka and Greg Kelly and Fox News or whatever. That's and people who storm Applebee's, that's what's getting the Biden administration to agree that there should be no more lockdowns and shortening the period from 10 days to 5 days that you have to quarantine after you've tested positive or been exposed to somebody with COVID. It's not that that's the best current advice at all. No, don't be silly. That's due to the pressure that the right is putting on president and the poll numbers and all that. That's what's making them stop trying to pretend that COVID's a real thing. You'll see a bunch of that. Okay, now they're just claiming that because the country's opening up, further, and that though the case rate was very high, the death rate is not. Let me see if I can find it right away, because it was pretty spectacular. Where are you, Telegram? Yeah. So, Marge Greene shows this on here. I'll see if I can show this on Telegram. I have to stretch it out a little bit. It's not one of the best. I don't want the channel info. I just want the channel. That's what I do. Put it over here. Okay. This will be, maybe it stretches out even more. Will it? We'll see. I don't know. It says it's colorized, so we'll see. This is, yeah, there it is. So this is from Marjorie Taylor Greene's Telegram channel. She chose this daisy as the background. It's, presumably she didn't allow this, just slipped by. She didn't really want a daisy on there. It's obviously pictures of daisies contribute to the feminization of American males or some shit. So this just slipped by. Clearly her staff is going to be working on it and getting rid of this stuff. So don't worry, it won't be there. Or she'll just shoot it with a giant rifle as it's, sits in the cup, the dash cup of a Tercel that's electric or something. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, this is like, Fauci's a failure. Nothing he has done or said has stopped COVID-19. See this graph right here? This is January 23rd, 20 to 21. Okay, this is last winter's spike. This is this winter's spike. Look at the top of this guy. Oh, maybe you can. It's very light. Can you see the really light blue line? Look how fucking high that is. That's nearly 300,000 cases. Obviously, the death rate was way worse as well. But if you'll notice, we know there's going to be a winter spike. And then there was because of Delta, here's this other spike. And then here's the winter spike. It's basically the same, same difference, same people, same MAGA crowd, same shit. And notice how, see where this is? See where that blue line is? See where these are? And this is, yeah, peaking out, top number in the day-to-day average at 200K on this one particular day in August. And just possibly surpassing it, it's hard to really tell, December 22nd as a high point because of the spread of Omicron. None of the, the death rate's way fucking down, but she didn't care about that. This is about dunking on someone. This is not about saving lives. So she unintentionally proves that the strategy both the Biden administration and Dr. Fauci are working on together, because remember, Trump said he ignored everything that Fauci said. Remember that? Fauci told him what to do, and Trump ignored all of it, and that's why they did so well. Well, here's the winter spike when he was ignoring Fauci. Here's the winter spike when you're not. So we've shaved 100,000 cases off of that just by paying attention to Fauci. So, and and this is, day-to-day cases. And again, there's a reason why she's showing, this is the Fauci failed, hashtag Fauci failed, pass it on. This is her Telegram channel. There's a reason why she's showing this and not the hospitalization and death rate one. Because we are entering right now, it seems, into what would be the H1N1 phase of this, which is it's people with deep comorbidities and who have not been vaccinated or have an adverse reaction to the vaccine that we got to take the most care for. We do have treatments now. There's a couple of pills on the way that will help treat it if you end up in the hospital and if you start taking it right away. But fingers crossed that we're through the worst of it in that regard. But this is, again, this is where we didn't know it was here. And then this right about here is this. It's right here. This is right where my finger is, right there. That's there's about 15 cases and it's going to go away. That's right where Donald Trump said it's going to be nothing. And we don't want to shut anything down because it's going to ruin the stock market. And then, oh shit, we need 15 days to slow the spread. Bimp. That worked for a little while. And then they went, fuck it. Let's open up. This is right about the time. Right about here is when the news came back that black and brown people were getting sick at a higher rate. And everybody and all the Stephen Millers went, wait, what? Open it up. And boink, here we went. And then that contagion led to a downturn and then a spike right in the winter. This was it. And then now the cases are cycling lower. And one would think, oh my God, the worst. And then you'll cycle this. And then the following year, it cycles even lower and then even lower. And there you go. Yeah.